Everyone okay with recording? Hopefully everyone's muted, so I took that as a yes. So we kind of went over what our menu or our agenda is for today, so let's go ahead and get started. For those of you that want to do this on your own, I think it's really good, important information to do it. We do have a package where we will do this part for you if you don't have this part done. So let's go ahead and get started here. And this is pretty much going to be all on in my account here. So let me do a new screen share. The only thing about that new Keurig is a little loud. Did you all hear it? Sound like a truck going through my office this morning.
Yes, we can hear you clearly, Patsy.
Okay, good. All right, so in your Gmail account, and hopefully it's not your KW Gmail, you really want to make sure that you have access from your personal Gmail account. Just because if anything ever happened to your KW email, you would lose all your YouTube information. Same thing with your Google My Business. You want to make sure that you have access forever. So make sure that you connect it to your personal Gmail. So we always go to our apps from the Google app, from our actual email.
Can you share screen, Patsy?
Says that I'm sharing, but we are recording. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, someone just texted me. That they can't find the Zoom link. So let me get the Zoom link real quick. And not sure why people are not finding the Zoom link, but that's okay, we got it. So we're gonna go back here. And we logged into our YouTube channel. It always comes to this home, and your home is always gonna show you things that you might have missed or mostly stuff that you really don't care about. So just go up to your little picture up here and say your channel. And it should log you right into your own channel. If you have a personal channel on your, excuse me, tied to your Gmail, you don't have to use your personal YouTube channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to start creating one from scratch. So over here on the left, once you're in your channel, we're going to go to settings. Now it says add or manage your channel. So we're going to go ahead and add or manage. And you may just see your personal channel in here, and that's fine. I have a couple here, but we're going to go ahead and create a new channel. And this is going to be a brand account name. Now, this is brand new for YouTube. They used to not let us have more than one channel per Gmail account, but now we can do it. So that's pretty awesome. So what I want to do now is go ahead and give this a name. And I'm going to call it oops. I'm going to call it my GTS Marketing Works for Training. Now, those of you that are working on creating SEO, and if I've built a website for you, Your website has a name. So you want to use whatever name your website has. And how do you know what website name it is? Okay, so if you go up here, let's go to, Jay, I know you're on here. So let's go to US. Let's go to your website. So if I go to your website and go up here, it says Jay Zhang Bay Area Realtor. That's the name of your website. So when you're creating a new channel, use the same name as your website name so it can tie to that website and give you credit for having an additional online property. Now, when I use the word property, it's not the same as when you guys use the word property, because it doesn't have anything to do with dirt. It has to do with just being online. So your YouTube channel is an online property, your email is an online property, your website is an online property. So you want to use whatever name that your website is named in here. And we're going to say create. And again, this is very new for YouTube, which is also owned by Google. It walks you through a whole series of questions where you can put in your website and et cetera, et cetera. But because this is an additional YouTube channel for me, it already has all my information in there. But if you were doing this for the first time, it would have a wizard that would walk you through it. And that is great because then you get a lot done up front. But now we have our YouTube channel created. So notice we don't have a banner up here. And it says customize channel. The first thing we want to do is go back over here to our settings. And we're going to go to our advanced settings here. And this is going to give us the name and everything. And if you want to move your channel to a different brand account, you can, and you can delete your channel from here. So now let's go back to our channel. And so this is, again, we're in settings, channel status and features. So that's the first thing that we want to do. And I don't want to learn more. So now we have this little settings pop up right here. And if you're late coming in, let's see, I had a couple more people trying to get in. So let me just see if it'll pop up and tell me. And it looks like I lost Lay there. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to go to your channel settings and it says feature eligibility. And features that require phone verification, you want to say eligible, it's eligible. So verify your phone number very first thing. And use a text message. Put in your mobile phone. And it's going to text you a 6-digit code, which it did. Hit submit. And it will say, congratulations, your YouTube channel is now verified. Now notice it did that in a new window, so we can just close that window and go back here and it says enabled. So now let's go to advanced settings. Advanced settings, and if you've missed any part of this, it is being recorded. So say, the first thing it's asking us, is this channel made for kids? You're gonna say no here. And the reason you're gonna say no is because it's not like kitty video that is gonna go on to the kids YouTube channel. So it's not gonna put you in a porn category or anything, it's just not made for kids. YouTube has 2 separate channels. They have the regular YouTube channel and they have the YouTube for kids. And you just don't, it doesn't need to go on the YouTube for kids. So just say no there. And let's see. Display the number of people subscribed to my channel. That's always a good thing. You don't have to have that. It looks like people have gotten kicked out and they're coming back into the Zoom call. So I'm going to be adding people here. So now we're going to go to advanced channel settings. Let's make sure our basic is set up, and we're going to set up our country of origin. And our keywords. So here I like to create some keywords. Let me see if I can find a keyword. What I did for Ted. So Ted is on the Oregon coast, northern Oregon coast. And you can see here, he's, oh, let me send another one here, our link. Who was that was asking? All right, sorry about the disruption here. Let's go back over here and see where it says keywords. Very, very important. So if you don't have your keywords and I set up your website, ask me. So for example, if Ted, this is Ted, he is the Manzanita realtor. That's his #1 city of choice. So first we did Manzanita realtor, and all these are just comma delineated. You don't have to worry about capitalization, but you use a comma between your keywords. So Manzanita realtor, Manzanita real estate agent, Manzanita homes for sale, Manzanita, Oregon, Cannon Beach, Seaside realtor. These are his 6 cities. So this is what you want to use for your keywords. So we're going to copy these, and I like to just keep those in a Word doc. So every time it asks me for keywords anywhere, I know that I'm using the same keywords. So we're just going to go ahead and add those in here. And if we paste those and go back to basic, you can see how it adds them in here. And it goes by the comma delineator, so it has them all in correctly. And we're going to go to our advanced channel settings. And this is where we're going to add our associated website. So I'm going to go to my GTS Marketing Works and grab my URL and come back over here. We can close that now and go over here and say add. And if it asks you to verify that you own it, it may ask you to put in a meta tag into your website. If it does ask you that, let me know, because I can't actually add this right now because I have too many YouTube channels to add. But all you do is click on this and you're going to hit Control-C to copy it. And when you go into the dashboard of your website, you're going to go to your SEO tools and do your site verification and put that in here. And then you're going to hit save and continue. And let's see, we can go ahead and do that, I guess. Oops. Copy. And put that meta tag in there. And now we can go back over here and say verify. And it's all verified. So now we can close that tool. And we're going to go to our upload defaults now. And again, this is really important because every time you upload a video, you don't want to have to upload all of your upload defaults. So we're going to go to basic info. You don't want to have a default title, but you do want to have a default description. So what I recommend is using your description from your website that says on your About Me page. Just put in this whole thing. Copy your About Me bio and put it in here. And do not forget about, it's going to put in some extra spaces, so you might want to delete those. And then I'm just going to put in my if you're a real estate agent, you're going to put your GRE, you're going to put, you might want to put your phone number or your website. I am going to put my website in here, so I'm going to go back and hit home on my website, copy that over. Oops, let's go back to where we're supposed to be. But you also want to put in all the compliance. So you put in your agency. Let's make sure we got everyone in here. We do. You're going to put in your brokerage, and you want to put in your compliance, like let's say you're Keller Williams Realty Professionals, 200 Southwest Barnes Road, Portland, Oregon, and 7551. Then you're going to say each office is independently owned and operated. So whatever compliance your brokerage requires of you, whether it's EXP or Keller Williams or RE/MAX, you want to make sure that your compliance information is all in here. Because believe me, your Department of Real Estate for your state will be watching. And you want to make sure you have that in there. So I'm not Keller Williams, so I'm going to take mine out of here. Oops. And make sure it's in your signature block. And you want your website or your YouTube channel to be public. And again, it's going to ask you for those tags. So I'm going to use the same tags. So I brought up my Word doc. I'm going to paste those in there. I'm going to hit save. And so that's our upload defaults. So let's make sure we have everything done. Advanced settings. So now advanced settings. We go into here and you can either say Creative Commons or you can say standard YouTube license. The standard YouTube license means that people would have to contact you to copy your content. Creative Commons is just giving anyone permission to use your video or copy your content. I used to, when I did 850 videos for my last employer, I actually put everything under Creative Commons because, and why did I do that? Because the more people that shared my video, the more subscribers we got. We ended up with over 2,500 subscribers on our channel because so many people copied our videos onto their YouTube channel. So we would get calls from all over the nation for the mortgage company because of that. If you don't want people copying it, just stick with the standard YouTube license. As a category, the #1 category in YouTube that gets the most views is how to and style. So I usually select that. You can put people in blogs. There's really nothing that fits the real estate industry, but how to and style, for me, that fits the best because a lot of times real estate agents will do things on video on, say, staging trends or decorating trends, or how to maintain your backyard, or things that you should do to get your home ready. So how to and style, how to get your house ready for market, how to buy real estate. To me, that all falls more under the how to and style. And it just happens to be the number one. So I always select my language as well. And English, United States. The caption certification. So you're certifying that this content has never been aired on television in the United States. And then title and description language. Again, we can go down to English, United States. And here's an important one, comments. I hold all comments for review. And the reason I do that is because I've had other real estate agents see your video and comment below with their phone number and contact information. So if you're sending out this video via an email blast to all of your clients, when they go to look at this video, you don't want them seeing comments for another real estate agent just below the video. So they don't need to tap into your success. So I say hold it all for review. That way you'll get notified that you have content or comments on a video. And sometimes it's spam and you want to get rid of it. And you can just say delete it or report it as spam, or you can accept the comments. So now we're going to hit save. And we pretty much have all of our settings set up in the background, with the exception of the customization. So now we're going to go to customization. And here, if you have video that's already uploaded, we can select a channel trailer or a featured video for returning subscribers, which if you don't have any video uploaded yet, you're not going to have anything to add. This is the featured sections. So these are the sections. You have short videos and uploads that are already defaulted, and we're not going to do those at this point. We're going to come back to these in a minute. So now let's go to branding. Branding is upload your own image, your own picture. Let's see if I can find my picture. Say done. Add a banner, add a watermark. This is where those little favicons that I create for you, you can use them there. Let's see, let me go find my logo. That's my favicon. I'm going to put it there. And that watermarks my video. So even if somebody else decides to share my video on their YouTube channel, it's watermarked with my logo on it. Banner image. This is where you can upload a
Patsy, what did you call that? A favicon?
Yeah, it's an icon or favicon. See up here on the top, these tabs?
Yes.
Those are called favicons.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So they're little tiny ones. By the way, you have one. See right up here, Tom and Isetta.
Yeah.
You have a favicon on your website.
Cool. Okay. Had not heard that term before.
I know. All right, so let me close my. And I'm going to go over here, this banner image. I'm going to show you how to create that real quick. So I'm going to go to new share. And we are going to look over here. Can everyone see my Canva account now? So if we go in here to create a design, we can go in here and say YouTube channel art. And it's just the perfect size for YouTube. Now, YouTube, you got to remember that a lot of people look at it on their 42-inch screens or 50-inch TVs. They look at it on their iPhone. They look at it on tablets, on their laptops. So there's all different sizes. So this channel art is designed to maximize the resolution of your images, no matter what type of screen it's being viewed on. So I'm just going to go to a photo and pick a quick photo, and let's just do that one, for example. And I'm going to go to my uploads and find my upload. Here we go, my own. Now, in order to get this perfect for YouTube, I always do center and middle. And it's kind of hard to see behind this one, so let's just add a quick little background. Make it white and a little transparent and push it backwards. There we go. So now you can see my logo pretty clearly. So now we're going to download this as our channel art as a PNG. We're going to say download. And it's always good if you can find an image in Canva that resembles the homepage video on your website, to use that so your clients can identify it immediately as yours. So I'm just going to call it GTS banner number 2.
Patsy, why a PNG as opposed to a JPEG?
PNGs are high resolution files that are flattened. So they take up, they're less megabytes for online use. So they're better suited for using online rather than in print or some other use that you use images for. PNGs are designed for online. So, and because they're flattened images, they actually are smaller but higher res.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I hardly use anything else anymore. Now that I've created my banner, I'm going to go back over here to my YouTube channel. And here where it says banner image, can you guys see my YouTube page? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to go over here and upload that one I just created. And now you can see this is viewable on a TV. This is viewable on a desktop, viewable on all devices. So now you know why I wanted to center that, because now I know, I'm confident that my banner is going to be on all devices. And by the way, I made my logo pretty large. You don't really need to do that. But you can go back and forth between Canva and tweak it back and forth if you want to. So now we're going to say publish. And let's go to basic info. So here's our channel description again. And yes, it gets repetitious, but let's do this again. Oops. Believe it or not, YouTube's come a long way as far as getting a lot of this repetition out of there. But it still has a few places where it's in here. So this is our channel customization. And notice this has 1,000 word max. So we're going to have to take a little bit out of here. Let's just take out this last sentence. We should be good. And I'm going to show you where this is going to appear. Now we did this in your upload defaults, which is good because it's going to go into the description of every video that you upload. But this is actually a description of your channel. So that's why it's asking for this again. But I encourage you to put in a channel description. And it's going to say, here's your channel URL. Now it's going to ask us for the links. And if you're setting up your YouTube channel from the first time, you go through this in the very beginning. Remember I said that if this is your first channel you're setting up, it's going to take you through a channel setup wizard. This all gets taken care of in that channel wizard. But because I have several channels, it didn't put me through the wizard, so I'm going to have to do this here. So here I'm just going to simply say website and go grab my URL again. I'm going to say add a link, and let's add Facebook. That was Freudian. Let's see. So I'm just adding my Facebook URL. LinkedIn. I know you can't see my other screen over here, but I'm just grabbing my own LinkedIn profile. Enter the URL there. And if you have Twitter, I'm not going to go get Twitter right now, or any of the others, Pinterest, Instagram, you can add those all here. And then you can say, just add the first 5 links or first 4 links. If you say 5 and you've only got 3, obviously that's all it's going to show. Here you can add your email. And now say publish. So let's go view our channel. So it now has our banner up here, and you can see I got that a little large and not as centered as I would like it. It's got my image in here. It's got my name. It's got my website, my Facebook, my LinkedIn over here. And if I click on about, there's my channel description that we just entered that had only 1,000 words allowed. And then we can go back to home, and you can see there's really nothing else on my channel. So, excuse me. If I want to upload a video now, I could go ahead and do that. And let's say I want to create a playlist. So let's go ahead and first go to, let's create a playlist. I think Keller Williams Realty. This is your KWRI, Realty International. So I subscribe, so it bookmarks it over here so I don't have to find it each time. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And let's go ahead and see what they've got. Let's add these market updates. Let's go back to, say, May. So here's this month in real estate, May 2020. And see this one that says CA, that is not California. So you Californians, you don't have a big head. That is not made for you. And this one for May that says ESP is the Spanish version. So this is the United States, this is Canada, and that is Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the USA one. And now see this little plus sign? It says save. So I am going to create a playlist called, let's call it Seller Resources. We're going to make it public and say create. Now let's hit our back arrow button. We started with May, so now we're going to work backwards. We're going to go to June, and I'll show you why in a minute. So let's click that, add it to our Seller Resources, and go back. Let's go to July. August. September. Excuse me. And if I wanted to put the Spanish ones on, I would just create another playlist saying KW Market Updates, pardon me, Spanish or something. I call this Seller Resources. It should have been KW Market Updates. And MECCA, EXP and other brokerages also have channels where they do their own market updates as well. So it's not just Keller Williams where you can get this stuff. They did not do an October and November one, you can notice. So let's go add December. That's the last one. Now let's go back to our channel. So we're going to go up here and click on our name or our picture and say your channel. And this, we now have a playlist. We're going to add it. So we're going to go to playlist. And here's our playlist that we just created. So we're going to open that playlist up, set it to upload defaults, playlist settings. And here we want to say add the new video to the top of the list. So because I added them in backwards order, we can now sort them for the date added newest. And you notice they're now in order the way we would want them. And that's exactly why I add them in the reverse order. So let's get rid of this. Excuse me. So if I go back to your channel now, you can still see the playlist isn't there. So we're going to go to the customized channel. And here we're going to say add a section. We're going to call it a single playlist. And there's our single playlist. And let's just move this to the top. We don't really want any short videos in there, so we're going to remove that. I don't like having the uploads in there because it looks sloppy. So this is how we're going to do it right here. And let's say we want to now go, we're going to publish that and view our channel. It's going to take a minute for it to show up there. But let's go back to that Keller Williams. See, I subscribed, so it's now bookmarked over here for me. So let's go add the Spanish version. Let's go to videos. We'll just do like 4 of them. We'll start with July here. So you can see me do that again. We're going to add it. We're going to create a new playlist called KW Market Updates Spanish. We're going to say public and say create. And we started with July. So again, we're going to go to August. Let's go to September. And then December, because there's no October and November. Now let's go back to our channel and say customize channel again. And we can go to our playlist. And here's the Spanish one that we just did. So we're going to edit that. We're going to, again, go to playlist settings and say that always add the newest on top. So each month as Keller Williams or EXP or whoever releases new video, you want the newest to always show on top. So now we're going to resort it. So date added newest. And you can see now it's in order again. And we're going to say,
Patsy,
yes.
Are you saying that if Keller posts a new video on their channel, it will automatically populate on our channel?
No, you have to go grab it.
Right, okay.
So let's go back to customize channel again. Let's add a new section, single playlist. There's the Spanish one. Actually, let's rename Seller Resources to KW. Let's say publish there. And let's go back to playlist for a second. And I want to edit this playlist. I actually want to edit the name. There we go. KW Market Updates. And hit save. Now let's go back to home. Go back to our channel. And we're going to have two playlists that are going to show up here. And notice every time we do anything, it opens a new window. So you can just go back and get rid of those old windows. And then when you refresh this one, it's going to take a minute for your new videos to show up or your playlist to show up here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to upload a video. And I'm going to upload one that I haven't uploaded before. That's pretty short, so it won't take very long here. Let's go over here to let's see. Let's go to home tour. We're going to add that one. And this is one that I just made in Canva. Now, if it allows me to add a title to it, it's going to just automatically put whatever the name of your video is in there. But if you're doing a listing one, you're going to probably say Walnut Creek home for sale, and then put the address. And then in here, you're probably going to put in, copy and paste your property description, your MLS description of the property. Say 5 beds, 4 baths, 3,200 square feet, and then put in the description of the property. But notice all my upload defaults are in here. Remember, we added those in the beginning when we set up our channel and our upload defaults, and it takes up to 5,000 characters, so it allows you a lot of space. So I'm just going to say home tour demo video. If it was a listing, of course, I would put Santa Rosa home for sale, keywords, Santa Rosa home for sale, and then dash maybe 5529 Otter Pond Way for the address. So, but this is not a home for sale, so you get the idea. Now, the next thing is a thumbnail. You can add a thumbnail, and next week we'll probably cover that in YouTube. I mean, in Canva, how to create a thumbnail in our Canva account. But when it's through, it's going to give you 3 choices, which are just snippets of your video, and you can always change that. So now it's going to ask us our playlist. I don't really want it in either one of those playlists, so I'm going to say a new playlist. And this is, I'm going to call this marketing video demo. And I'm going to say, make sure it's visible, and say create, and say done. Oops. Yeah, done. Wasn't sure if it checked it. So again, here it's going to say, are you sure this is not made for kids? Yes, I'm sure. And I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And next week or another Monday, I'm not sure which one, we're going to talk about end screens and cards. We're not going to talk about those today. Those are additional things. Those are more advanced features. But let's just say next here. And we want to make sure that it is public. You can also schedule it to post on your YouTube channel, We're going to go ahead and make it visible immediately. So now we're going to say publish. And now we're going to have this little screen that shows up. We can actually share it right here to our Facebook or anything that we want. It's already uploaded. And so we're going to just hit close. And because we now have a video, let's go ahead and hit the pencil. Remember I said you can change the thumbnail. It's going to pick whichever one it thinks is the best representation for you automatically. So if you want to go look at what your 3 choices were, if you added your own thumbnail, you don't have to worry about that. But if you didn't, you might want to go look and select the one that's most appropriate and hit save. Now let's go back to our channel content, and here's our video. So now that I have video uploaded, I may want to make that the trailer for my channel. So let's go down here to customization. And now channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed. We now have a video that's our own that we've uploaded. We just haven't added it from some other site. So for returning subscribers, we're going to add it here. Now, this channel trailer may be an intro to your YouTube channel, what you're going to cover on your YouTube channel. Your featured video for returning subscribers probably will be your latest either market update that you've created or your latest listing video. So make sure when you upload new video that you put it in your featured video for returning subscribers. This one, you may want to just create some kind of intro to, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. On this channel, you're going to find blah, 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 whatever you want to say there. Now we're going to say publish and go to channel or visit channel. And here's the one I just uploaded. And here's my KW market updates that I already added. And if I go to customize channel again, let's say I don't like that and I would rather have the Spanish one come in first. All I have to do is move it. And you can see, you can move these around in the right order that you want and hit publish. So because I created that, I'm going to go a little bit quick here because we're running out of time. But now that I have content, I'm going to go to content, and I uploaded this. This is a video that I just made quickly in Canva, and there's no audio on it. I could have added audio on it in Canva, but I didn't. So now let's just say I want to go and put audio on it, so it makes it a little more interesting. So I'm going to go to the editor. I'm going to go to the audio, hit plus. And I tend to go to the genre called country folk or cinematic, jazz and blues, things that are kind of calming. And I'm just going to say country folk for now. And I'm going to, you can listen to them. You want to make sure that if your video is 3 minutes, that you add audio that's at least 3 minutes long. So let's go ahead and add that one now. And you just hit save. And it's going to take a while for it to add the audio onto your channel. So let's go back to channel content. Go back to our channel. And let's just watch this video real quick. This is one that I just created in Canva. It's very fast. And I created this to use it as homepage videos on websites, but it's just an aerial going over a home, and then it goes to a living room, and then we've got a little bit of kitchen and bedroom action going on in a good way. So you can see I just took video, Canva video, and spliced them all together. Like I showed you how we can do last week. And by the way, next week, we're also going to cover how to create video using, that was into that, using Zoom. So be sure and join me next week, because that's where we really, now that you know how to set up your channel and upload your videos, we're going to do more again with how to do the different ways that you can create video, and also how to build that intro and outro in Canva and a thumbnail in Canva. So any questions, guys?
Patsy, the playlist and the video, what's the difference? Playlist is like a series of videos that you want to group.
It's like putting a bunch of chapters in a book. So
Okay.
you can, it's like setting up categories. So if you have different categories, like you have my listings, you want to create a playlist that says my listings, and all your listings go in there. Let's say you're a really huge listing machine, and you may want to create a my Pleasant Hill listings or my Walnut Creek listings. So you can even break those playlists down even more. And you may do a lot of events. So my events, or let's say you do a lot of video where you're filming your past client and they're doing video testimonials, my client testimonials. So there's all kinds of playlists that you can have. And it's important to put them in playlists, because when you add them to your website, it's going to play whatever is next in line. So if it's in a playlist, notice this one went to, when I played this one at the very end, it went to some random video that, if we go all the way to the end, you're going to see it's going to go to some random video that YouTube has decided is next. That's not my video. So I would not want that one to show up on my website.
Got it.
So, but if it's in a playlist and I do this one, for example,
it's going to grab the next one.
It's going to go to the next one. Yeah.
Patsy, I missed the first 3 minutes, so maybe you covered this. So tell me how about getting the video on the website.
We're kind of out of time, but I can show you. Let's see.
Did you already talk about that? Maybe it'll be.
No, I'm going to cover that next week because we're out of time now.
Okay.
You know, video is just such a large animal. That's why I'm trying to break this down into different sections so that you guys can have, you know, a recording and know how to do this and have a reference back. And again, you guys, if there's something you don't understand, just reach out to either myself or Diane. And we're here for you guys. We're here to help you guys. We will also go in and set all this up for you as part of the branding package if you feel like it's beyond you or you don't want to take the time to do this. But if you want the experience of doing it yourself, that's why I'm showing you. It's not like I don't keep all my knowledge, you know, tucked under my coat so you guys can't access it, so you have to pay me money. I would rather you guys know how to do this stuff and be more independent, and not be like tied to any one person for all of your marketing needs. But if you want to do this on your own, you now have the tools to set up your own account, your own channel, and be sure that under your settings over here, when you say add or manage your channel, wrong one, sorry. We go back, channel status and features. Wrong one again. Oh, it doesn't have it on mine. By the way, here, if you want to add or remove managers, so if you have an assistant or you're paying someone to do social media for you, you can add them here as a user so they can actually log into your YouTube channel. Also, you can just add your KW Gmail as a second user, so you don't have to worry about logging into your personal Gmail. Or if you have, I don't think you can add an Outlook actually email to this, but you can use your KW Gmail account on this. Let's go to advanced settings over here. Here, this is where it is. So here's my channel ID. So this is exactly what you're going to need to know when you go and add this to your website. For example, see, Jay doesn't have a YouTube up here. Tom does. So when you click on the YouTube channel icon on his website, you see he's got his all set up. That I went ahead and did that for him. And here's another one that I added for that's option. We've got Keller covered in mortgage. We've got a careers one. You can go pick out videos that you think are good for recruiting agents if you're trying to go to the passive income level in Keller Williams and recruit agents. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with your YouTube channel. This was just one this is the pricing your home one. I uploaded that for him. So instead of stealing it off of my website, we just uploaded it. So he has a good trailer. And if you can see, Tom has his about section all set up. So he's good to go.
Only one subscriber. So
that's probably me.
Either you or me.
Two. Now you've got two. And it's good to get subscribers, guys. So try and promote your YouTube channel as much as possible as well. That's it for now. Next week, we'll cover how to put it on your website. And I will have this recording available to all you in just probably about an hour. It takes a while to convert. So everyone have a great week. Email me if you have any questions or have any needs that you want to set up. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Thanks, guys.
Good job, Patsy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys.
Mhm.
Bye.